This is how I craft while cleaning. So this is coffee dyed paper. This is the scraps that I don't want to save to use as an embellishment, but you can use them as bases for other things. So I'm going to be making some altered, I call them altered paper clips. Literally taking a paper clip and you're creating a decorative paper clip. Now, I tend to leave out just a little poke there so that if I decide I want to hang dangles off of it, I can. The small side, and I did that backwards, the small side goes on the inside of your base. And a glue. Make sure you get in the center of that paper clip. Something to keep in mind when you're doing this is which direction your paper clip is going in. Because that'll determine which paper, whether it's the left or the right, that your paper clip goes on. And I'll show you. I'll get a couple of these done and I'll show you what I mean. Tend to do those backwards a lot. Oh, I guess on this, I take that back. On this part, it doesn't matter. It's when you're decorating when it matters. So these are just scraps that normally would be thrown away. I'm not going to do all of these on camera, obviously, because as you can see, I have a whole pile. I also have like 5 boxes, maybe, of paper clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. And then just push everything off to the side. I'll show you how the rest of this works. I am making some neutrals and just bases. I'm not decorating them tonight. Just going to make some bases for future journals. Get that a nice little goobery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did my pin go? Oh, there it is for my wet glue. Push these off to, whoops. Push those off to the side and half of them onto the floor. Oh, I guess while I'm down there, excuse me. I shall get out my bucket of strips. So this is coffee dyed stuff. in addition to those, I have a paper bag of book pages that have been torn out for collaging back in behind me. So, you know, just using up strips. This could do the same thing. You just fold this in half and use this as a base for a paper clip. But why waste this gorgeous caramel paper, right? Oh, that's too white. Well, that sounds really bad. See if I have any shorter ones in here before I tear up one of these long ones. Let's go this way. Oops. Tore that one. Not a big deal. That'll start. This is actually from that book. You can see these really cool lines from one of the placemats. I was trying to remember what they were called, that I put in between the paper to give it some design. Drop in my brown paper. Oops, go this way. No rhyme or reason for this, other than try to actually get it to tear. Garbage is over there. This is actually two different papers. There's a light brown and a dark brown. Drop in more. It's alright. I haven't run my vacuum in here. I've tried, but for whatever reason, my shark keeps going back to the exact same spots in my house. Let's see if I can get some more of this paper with some design on it. Let's leave that. So when we're talking neutrals, you know, we're browns, blacks, whites, sometimes gray, depending on how light or dark, tans, caramel colors, are usually all fall within the realm of neutral colors. Here's some text blocks. Some of this is paper's really fragile too, so I have to be careful. This one's tears really easy. That was a really old book. Oh, drop my ruler. Let's see if there's any more of that in there. Looks like there's one little piece. Get the words going in the other way. Oh, before Christmas. Wonder what the rest of that sentence said. just going to set these aside. Let's see what I'm doing. Besides making a mess. But this is how I organize my craft room. I craft while I clean. Pick up that staple before I get it stuck in my foot. Now here's where it becomes important, making sure of which direction your stuff is traveling in. Let's go against white. So your paper clip can either come in from this side or this side of your page. So when you're decorating, you got to keep that in mind. You don't want your stuff to be upside down when you put it on your page. But like I said, this I'm just doing I'm doing the bases, so I don't have to worry about it matching. I don't have to worry about which direction it's going in. That's not enough contrast there. If you left your paper clip out on the end, make sure you don't cover up that hole. You see that? Simple little project. I keep gluing it to my table. So that's why your base paper doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. You can even go in this way, coming from the top of the page. This is when I get really, really sticky and gooey. Let's see. That's the same page. Trying to avoid that hole. Oop. Stuck to my finger. Since those are going to be from the top, I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. I have glue on my finger. Happens all the time. all the time. Let's go this way. Let's get that crooked edge facing on the inside. Some brown in there. Oh, those were long. Only took 3 to cover. Didn't leave much of a ring there. Get really creative. You can try going from the bottom. We do a dark brown if I can get it picked up. This all aside. Oh, I forgot about those ones. Oh well. Now here's where you get into your stash of embellishments. Printouts, that kind of stuff. You look for decoration. Put all my inks away while I was cleaning earlier. Oh, I guess I'll go with black. So I'm just going to ink around the edges. Just kind of cover up that white. I really should have my ink pad out, but like I said, I'm not really decorating tonight. Oops. So, say for example, I was doing a journal that had a bunch of flowers in it. I said you'd go through your little stash. You find things that, you know, would be appropriate in the journal that you're working on. Glue that down. You have a paper clip. Ta-da! Altered paper clips. Simple Simon uses up a bunch of your scraps. Easy to make and easy to store.